We'll be trying this again. Did that come up twice? Yes, it did. So, yeah. Since I might just start this over again with this. This is the 40th live multiplayer test for Rank War Master. We just did an intro, but OBS was having problems. We'll try this again. And hopefully we'll get things to run right this time. Alright, do people hear the music?
Like opening up the stream.
Alright, that's really loud. That's epically loud.
I hear the sound effects but no music.
Well, the music I've turned way down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Similarly, I was able to hear us, but I think, yeah, you turned the music down, so.
Yeah, it's at 9%, so yeah. The question is, how unbelievably loud is the sound effects?
They weren't.
So when I go like that, it's okay? I'll keep it that way. That way I'm not getting blasted out in my own earphones. Actually, I should probably just turn down... Well, if then I can't hear you guys. So I'll just have to deal with it. Okay. So, should we do the sound effects preview, or should we do the not on the North Pole preview? Real quick.
I don't know.
Which will be faster.
The preview of not on the North Pole, and then we'll have to go through and research a lot of things to get to Adam's newer tech. So do keep that in mind, Jordan. We're going for research, and then we have to build the ships to test them out. So.
Okay.
So we're going to go to what I refer to as Mars side. And what's weird about this is that, yes, we're on the equator, which means left is down. This is a preview because I don't have it really working 100%. I just finally got the graphics to show up properly. So what's interesting, you can see the shadows of the pulses go by on the ground. But this is kind of what it looks like when it's the rest of the planet when it's not in dusk. Matter of fact, the sun is right up there. I know what I'm going to do is a separate special effect to make it the sun, but I mean, it's a matter of, yeah, the sun looks that small from Mars because it's that much further away. But as you can see, we have a nice Happy Daffy builder bot sitting right here with its own shadow from the sun. I still have to very much tweak the transitions between the different shadow maps and such, but that's nothing new. So, this is what I was showing people earlier as far as how things look when we're not on the North Pole. Yeah, it's still barren wasteland, still Mars. I mean, you shouldn't expect too much, but it is what it is. But actually, you know, the red planet versus the gray planet, so to speak. So yeah. So I'll blow up our Happy Daffy builder bot here. There he goes. Because I can. Okay. And now we're going to come right back in. We're going to start the multiplayer. And then we'll get to the new sound effects stuff. So what did everybody think of... although I guess you have to see it on the stream. What did everybody think of the actual non-pole Marscape?
That was nice to see.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Well, it's good to actually see that. By next live stream, we'll try to move everything down there. It's just a matter of defining what is up and what is down. It still has to be defined.
It's really nice to see terrain that looks like Martian terrain.
Yes,
not just gray.
Fair enough. So while we're here, something I wanted to show off as part of the polish that we're just still in the process of doing. It's certainly not all over the place. As people probably noticed, and much to my own chagrin, a lot of the text goes off the edge of the different buttons and such. And we just kind of glossed over it because we had much larger issues to deal with. The server's up, by the way. I probably select no enemy for that. But things have been put into the system that will automatically handle that better, and one of the best places to show that off is the corporation screen, which showed off last week. And what's interesting about that is if you notice, this would have gone way off the edge here. This would have not turned into 2 lines. It just would have just kept going. The mottos, especially if you saw last week's broadcast, you grab any one of these and it just would not have fit. Now, it automatically fits nicely, no matter what it is. So, that's the same one, of course. So, it does 2 things, actually. If you notice, these percentages they're not just smaller. See how it grew bigger? I don't know why that happened. But as that font gets bigger, meaning because it's 100%, for example, see how it shrunk? So now this will actually automatically shrink things and even turn to multi-lines if whatever it is doesn't fit in the box. The problem is we have to define the box, and that has not been done on all screens yet. It has been done on this one for obvious reasons. I've also done it on the file name dialog, but it's been a point of contention in my own head for the longest time that the text should actually fit inside the background graphics, and it really hasn't been anybody's fault. It just is something the computer now automatically will do, as you would expect it to do. So that's to me is a very big thing as far as polish goes, that's now there. Not that everything's quite done up that way. I still think some of the other things should be, properly set a little bit better. But I mean, it's a very, very, very good start. Is anybody else joining? I know that when I'm in the corporation screen, it doesn't actually give me updates sometimes.
I'm joined.
Yeah. Could you log out and log? I guess you can. So Jordan, you're the War Master? Okay.
Why not? I just assigned myself the money I need.
Alright. Yeah, because you didn't join in, Paul, when everybody else did, and that was the corporation screen, it doesn't see you. So could you exit out and come back in? Although it should bring you in anyway. That's good. Actually, it's a good test. Let's see if it brings you in it. Well, if you didn't, did you select your ship and all that?
I did, and I already quit out and relaunched. I'm sorry.
Alright, never mind. I will wait.
Can you guys hear me all right as well? I turned down the gain from my microphone to reduce background chatter.
It's good.
It's better than it was, yes.
Okay, cool.
You're a little quiet, but you're like enunciating, so it comes through.
I turned the gain almost all the way down, so I just wanted to make sure I got that.
Yeah, it's far better than the massive amount of background stuff that you always seem to have. There we are. Alright.
Yep, ready.
Okay, let's go. Alright. So another thing I did, unfortunately, after I sent out the... So Jordan, if you would start up, please.
Just a moment. I hit a button just as you were starting, I guess, and I got knocked out. I'll be back momentarily.
Okay, well, what button did you hit?
I think I was trying to move the omniball around, and I think it registered me clicking the center, and so it put me back in the title screen as you were entering.
Well, you should be able to resume.
I didn't get the title screen with resume. I got the title screen with was a new game multiplayer.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Alright, so I am sending the builder bot down to actually go build a reactor. Now, one of the things that we've done is, now you've heard the normal beams. That's kind of standard and stock. Now what we're going to do is show some of the new sounds that we have in the system. Some of which that most of us haven't even heard, including myself, in the game. So that's today's little experiment. There's a reason why I'm stalking the builder bot. Now, that would have been heard through the live stream as opposed to through the clients, although that's one of the things I wanted to try, but I didn't want to put into the executable and then find out it didn't work and then create problems as far as actual crashes go. So you probably won't hear it through your client, but you'll hear it through the live stream. But what you're actually going to be hearing is the builder bot actually making a sound when it's actually assembling. The problem is you gotta be close to hear it. Well, he's moving off. I guess Jordan's got a hold of him.
I'm back.
Okay.
Can you supposed to again so I can hear it through the stream?
Sure.
I literally just unmuted right when you stopped.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much. Well, I guess you got to research the mine, and when you build that, it'll be a longer build, and then we'll hear that more. Now, it's going to be important actually to research the autocannons as we hear the new that, and as well as, unfortunately, new computers, so we can get like tier 2 and stuff like that to get like the Vulkan cannons and the higher ended autocannons, etc., and the newer lasers, so you can hear even those lasers. So when we actually even with tier 0 stuff, we should build a ship with a couple tier 0 lasers, and you should be able to hear the difference between that and the new sounds for the system. And the autocannons should sound interesting in themselves. So we'll have to go through that. Now, as you can tell, the shadow mapping is more stabilized than it was. By no means is it perfect. I am still tweaking it, but it's a lot better than it was. As you saw even when we did the Lamar's demo. Things don't exactly line up the way they should. So I'm still tweaking when the transition happens, things of that nature. Okay, now he's actually building again. So let me come over here so you can actually hear it again.
Task complete.
I have to admit, I'm using the same stuff as the beam, so it fades out and doesn't just stop, which is kind of cool. So he's gonna come back around again, I assume. I'm kind of in the way.
Task complete.
Yeah, the turn range on the builder bot always did suck.
Builder bot, not meant to be a combat fighter.
No. Alright, that was a weird pause. Okay, I wonder where I got that major lag spike.
City power low.
I didn't do anything.
Did anybody join or anything like that?
No.
Research complete.
Alright, well, I don't know what that was then. Alright, I'm gonna turn down the voiceovers because that's kind of rather in my face with that other volume, so I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Put down the music level. There we go. So, we should probably go design a ship. There's no factories left, or left, but yeah. So I'm gonna make a little default ship. This has not been updated with the stuff that will properly shrink things, but that's coming. So I'm gonna add like 3 guns, and I guess I'll save it. And I'll wait for a factory, and then we'll kick that one out. No factory yet? Nope, no factory yet.
I don't have enough power to run all this and a factory and all the research. It'd give me a sec to build a city.
Fair. My biggest thing is, okay, here's one debate that we have to have, of course. Is, alright, obviously I have to get kind of point blank range to hear the building munching sounds, so to speak. Should it be louder? Should it be just kind of the way it is, or else you're going to hear it all the time when the builder bots are doing their thing?
It's hard to say when I can't really hear it for myself. You know, Ogres do it to live stream. I would have to really stop focusing on what I'm doing to hear it on the live stream.
Oh, I guess I screwed up, and it's also running when it's pulling stuff out of the warehouse. And now we're having like an epileptic fit because there's not enough resources. Did you actually reallocate the resources towards yourself?
Yeah, I was adjusting my shares. I could turn some people down, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so factory.
Okay, one moment. Now that I actually have the power to run everything. I'll tell it to start a factory, it's going to take time.
Well, do you have enough resources, or are we going to end up pulling ore?
I mean, from what I've seen in the past, it's going to sit on that warehouse and try to pull RMs. You know, as the RMs continue to increase, but no, I don't have enough resources, but I don't know what makes it pull ore. I've never seen it manage to do that consistently.
Well, it pulls ore when there's no RMs to be had. Is when it does that. So interestingly enough, I can actually hear it from within the nav screen. Although it's very epileptic.
Probably adjust, you know, what it does when it is trying to pull RMs that are very low.
I did, and the algorithm I came up with didn't work out very well.
We probably don't, as much as it like doesn't make sense, we probably don't need it to be like start and stopping like that.
I understand that, Jordan. As I said, I did adjust it, and it didn't. The bug fix didn't really take, and it wasn't enough priority for me to do anything about it again. Like I said, I'm doing most of September trying to address a lot of the polish bugs. This may or may not make the cut. There we go. Alright. Did you, alright, you did all the cans? Good.
Good.
Should probably make an Autocannon design. Let's make an Autocannon design. So I should be able to click on the Orions, click on this, and for some reason or another, he put, Adam put the GIMP in there at Research 2, which is a heavy-duty autocannon, so I don't know what that's about, but... so, power show. I guess you didn't research capacitors at all? That's okay.
No, not yet.
Alright, we'll do this one. Okay. Alright, so we want one of these, we want one of these. You might want to start redistributing some of the wealth towards me, since I'm putting out ships. So, interestingly enough, it didn't do the first ship because it was 2,000, but the second one was 1,600, and that was cheaper, so it's actually building the second one. Which is actually what it's supposed to do. Go figure. It is one of those things that... Oh, Matt, since we're talking about the factory and the research screen,
Okay.
there's a lot of open real estate between the hexagons of the different things. I might seriously suggest making these wider so that, you know, we don't have to have micro text to fit in there. If you know what I mean.
I'm not actually sure. Are you talking about the design grid or the queues?
I'm talking about the stuff on the left-hand side. Meaning, if we can put the thing in there, we'll auto shrink it, but it's going to be so tiny that no one's going to be able to read it. I have a 4K monitor, so it's readable, but at 1080p, it's going to be ridiculous.
So you want to make all those grids bigger so that the text is bigger?
I want to make them wider so that this hex is already a little bit wide anyway. Make it a little bit wider or make it a little bit physically bigger. Either one will work, and so there's more room because it's just so tiny. You know what I mean? Over here, it's okay with the design grid because they kind of fit. Although again, we'll have to make sure they fit using the other algorithm. But this, with the automated factory mark, whatever, that's absolutely huge, and to get it to fit in this small black text area is just going to be ridiculously small. If you know what I mean. So that's my concern. Okay. I guess the same thing would be the research screen. We'll get that far. I know your tutorial has your undivided attention these days. So, I want that one. That's one. So I'm going to possess this guy. And now when I pop out, I should have a different ship. And I think this is the pulse cannon ship. So let's see how this guy sounds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and...
Oh, I hear that.
Oh, yeah! You like your new sounds or no?
So far.
You hear it in the ground, of course. Mind you, nothing's changed with how much damage these things do, but they definitely sound a lot more awesome. They sound like it's going to hurt. You know?
That was very satisfying to hear.
Yeah. So anybody else want to give it a go? Here, I'll pop back into my original ship. Anybody want to possess it?
I'll go.
Alright then.
Alright, I'm inside the thing now.
Don't shoot the buildings.
No, I'm just gonna shoot the ground. Okay, and
Yeah, it's a lot more intense when you're actually piloting it, hearing the gun sounds.
oh yeah, that worked. That was nice. I'm gonna aim at the nearby ground so I can hear the impact.
Well, the impact sound is not any different. That's going to be eventually changed, but yeah. Let's...
Yeah, that's really satisfying.
But now, you know, I was telling the guy who was doing it, it's like, okay, we need it to sound like every single shot. Don't do a machine gun. It'll do it itself. You know what I mean? Because if you listen to that and you just hold down the trigger, it's like, that sounds like a machine gun. And it sounds like, you know, like a 50 caliber or something bigger. It's going to hurt. Alright, let's see. Do I have one? Anybody else want to possess it to give it a little spin while we wait? Oh, the other ship came out. Okay, while that happens, I'll hop into that one. Let's see. I would think it's this one. No. Did I make it the same ship? I could have sworn I did it. Maybe. Alright, let's do it this way. Alright, here's the one. You're in that one, Paul, and I guess it's the other one that I want to possess.
I returned to my old ship.
Ah, so here's the new beam sound. You ready for this? Alright, someone else had the other ship? Or I'm in the wrong, or someone's in this ship. Darn it. Because I heard it. Oh, so now I crashed. Of course I crashed.
Oh, okay, then I guess I'll put out.
Display HUD ship art.
Shall I quit out too, or just wait?
You might as well quit out. The server's down, Paul. If it matters, is displayed HUD arcs. For some reason, the self ship is. Did I possess the builder bot? Did I do something that stupid? No, I possess the refinery. Yay. Okay, important safety tip. Thanks, Egon. Don't possess the refinery.
Possessing the refinery is bad.
Yes, possessing the refinery is bad. It's one of those things. I think because I hit the possess button, it took the first thing in the list, and the refinery was there, and that's kind of where that one went. I thought stuff like that was prevented, but obviously the answer is no. Okay, we're multiplayer 7.
I'm a little impressed we got as far as we did without finding that one.
I think it came up before, and it's like anything else, I meant to fix it, and I guess I didn't. Sort of part of the reasons why sometimes I review some of these videos. So it's like, okay, what bugs did we find that we need to kind of stomp? You know, I mean, it's not a hard thing. That kind of thing's not hard to fix. It's just gotta get around to doing it. Okay, so here's the big thing on this. Now, remember I said that I fixed this? Remember how this used to like display all the way out to the side of the dialogue here? Now it doesn't. So if I select this, it'll actually fit. Scary that. Yeah, see, this one's actually properly shrunk now too. So this is what it's supposed to look like when things are. Not saying we don't need new graphics for this, because we do. But all right, multiplayer's up again.
Joining.
All right. Someone's firing continuously.
Joining.
All right. Really? Let's try this one. Right. That will possess. And that will come out. And let's see what we got. I don't have the new sounds. Oh. Why is it every once in a while it sounds? See, that's the new sound, but do I have a mix of sounds here? Alright, now it's paused.
Alright, that was me, I crashed.
Okay. Anywhere in particular?
It was trying to execute some display list.
Okay.
I was looking for which one, but I didn't find anything useful
Okay.
before it froze you, so I just quit.
Okay. Why is it still using the old weapon sound? Oh, that's why. Alright, well that's the new sound, but the problem is that we have a bunch of ships with the same ID code for the same weapon, and so the sound system's getting confused because it says, oh, I'm going to pick randomly between the old sound and the new sound, because that's what it thinks you're trying to do. That's why I'm getting the old one and the new one. So once we get research on some of the newer weapons, they'll have a distinctly new ID and therefore distinctly new sound. So that sounds typical. That also sounds typical. And there's the new one. It's trying to randomize. So did people hear the new weapon sound at all?
Heard it
Before we
briefly.
crashed.
Yeah, briefly.
Okay. 3. So now it's mixing both, unfortunately. Now are people back in? Or no?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting little... Now, when I hear the new sound, are you guys just hearing the old sound? Is that it?
No, I think I'm hearing the new sound.
I'm hearing the sound.
Okay. Now, it's supposed to loop more properly than it is. I'll be the first one to admit that, but... That's the thing. Alright. So there's that. So what do we have on research at this point?
I'm breaking into the second tier shortly.
Okay, then. Okay, weird lag spikes. Now, this time it's saving, so I understand it's a lag spike, but is anybody else experiencing lag spikes at all?
I don't think so.
I've been getting a poor frame rate the whole time.
I'm currently holding at 21 frames per second.
Huh.
I don't know where to see my frame rate.
Well, if you're on the sim screen, you can see it, but...
Yeah, I'm in
Like-
high 50s and had a drop that I noticed.
You also have a crazily fast machine there, Ogre, but still.
I realized that's why I said it before.
Yeah.
It looks like when I hit the sim screen, it goes up to 50 to 60. When I go to the nav, when I dip in the nav screen, hold a sec, then look again, it's down to low.
Alright, this happened last time when Paul was downloading something on Steam. Are you doing anything like that? Is anybody else doing anything like that?
I should not be downloading that.
Because this is like pausing every few seconds and it's just like completely stopping. And then it comes back, and then... It is really over the top.
I don't have anything running other than, I can close my Twitch, but it's not even on the same computer.
Well, now I'm getting a steady frame rate again, so someone's changed something.
That must have been me. I quit out because I was getting the repeating audio.
Okay. Well, there you go then. Because everything's smooth again. I mean, it's just... Okay. Yeah, one of the things I need to address is really do a deep dive into the sound system. Basically, the notifications aren't appropriately running, and I don't know why. Is it running? I guess it's running with a different beam sound. Huh. I'll have to look that up then. So do we have the... Well, I might as well put a Research Lab Mark II into the mix. So what do you need for autocannons 2?
I need what I've got there, and then this materials.
Materials 2. Yeah.
So we're getting there. I'm also, trying to get the economy that can support it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, rushing tech is hard. We built nothing but, the economy we need to support things and a single factory. And this is how long it takes.
Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody has a lot of money, and that's probably where a lot of it went.
Yeah, that's part of it. But even then, it's sort of just it's how long it takes builder bots to build things.
So why don't you crank out a couple more research centers while you're at it, then?
Shortly, I have literally exactly the power I need to run what we have. I need a couple more reactors. And let's get the.
You might as well make them, what do you call it? Research twos and analytics labs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, well, let's see what's in the system then. So, there's Jordan. Huh. Who is the installation's probably under me.
Yes. Build
So-
the first building.
So I put the other first building right there. So if I delete, oh, that's yours. Never mind. All right. Yeah, we're definitely going to do something with the asset screen about like the messages. I tried to close it, and all it does is scroll me back up. It seems so. Yeah. I don't think it should jump me like that. All right. Oh, what got kicked out?
Another builder bot.
Okay. All right, I can't see the installation at all, unfortunately. Alright, I'll try deleting messages and hopefully that won't crash things. Alright, there's installation at least. Okay. So it says there's like 30,000.
I'm
Well-
sure there's a lot of RMs of those having that issue where it can't figure out which box it wants to take them from.
Alright, well let's try to donate to Jordan, although I'm getting a mad lag spike again.
I'm still at like 17, 16 frames per second. Should I quit out and join back in maybe?
Possibly, but you also have a slower machine, but it still shouldn't be that bad,
Hmm.
you know. Um, trying to make a trade. There it goes. I guess, maybe. I don't think it traded anything, though. Alright, Matt, you having problems with the lag again, or no?
And like I said, I've just been getting a generally bad frame rate. Like in the teens. At the most, with dips. Regular dips into single digits.
Well, I'm pretty sure I turned off the network debug stuff. I wonder if that's what's causing the problem. It's not so much that...
It crashed when I tried to open the asset screen.
Okay.
Can you save that log?
Sorry, one sec. Fuck.
Not on the live stream, please.
Alright, I just told it to play.
Okay, well, it's what it is.
Sorry.
Well, now everything's kind of smooth again, so maybe it was on Jordan's side, I don't know. But if that's the case, it shouldn't be that way. Huh?
Close Twitch on the iPad then.
So do we have any new weapons yet?
I would have told you.
All right.
But we have what's out there. 2 analytics lab should be just about built. I don't know. Check the research screen, see where it's at.
Oh, we're. Oh, so we get lasers too. I'll put that one in the analytics lab. And I guess we want autocannons too. And put that on the other one. We probably want to end up doing fabrication too, so we can actually get better factories.
Sure. To get back in.
Mostly, I want to hear. Yeah, where's the new plasma guns? Are they under? Because I know he put them there. Where are they? Well, here's power. Cannons. No. Oops.
Reconnecting.
I was playing with them in single player. I know it's here somewhere. Oops. Nothing's lasers. Fabrication. Oh, plasma. Oh, it's under fabrication too. That'll do it. Oh, that's why this is running as slowly as it is. Yeah, so some of these got to be updated to research too.
Working on it.
Okay, fabrication 2. Fabrication 2. Now what I've done is that since he's actually rebuilding the 2 main research labs, I've actually been using the analytics lab to do the research. Because... Or you just... Yeah.
Well, you already put autocannons on the main research lab.
Yeah. So, let's stop it then.
I'm noticing that those 2 research centers are still like half
Yep,
wireframe.
they're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be because they're being upgraded.
Okay, cool. Just making sure that's seeing something right.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Oh, wait.
Your Honor. Alright, now I can't even add the autocannons anymore. Shoot. Wow, 49 minutes. Why won't let me add autocannons? Too. Well, that's really annoying. Let's try this. Alright, let's see what we can do design-wise. Okay, so we do the defaults. Do we have capacitors yet? We do. Okay. We'll bring this down. This also looks a lot better since last time, if you've noticed. The it's not quite as transparent, which was kind of annoying. I don't think we need this. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so pulse-wise, we've construction beam, Mark 1, repair beam, salvage beam, and the Orion Mk IIs. So we have a different sound for that. let's use. Use this one. Why not? Okay. That'll be out in a minute. And we'll have Fabrication 2 and then we'll put on the plasma cannons. And that'll be the last of the new sounds I'm really trying to show is the plasma cannons and the new sounds from the Mark IIs. Those will actually have distinctive sounds because they aren't... Although we should probably make something that has the repair beam and the salvage beam. Now that I think about it, because they have their own sounds now.
Okay.
Now, you just updated the research centers to Mark IIs, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Matt, that's not updating the text in the research screen, by the way. So, just another thing to add to the list, I guess. Okay, we have a new ship somewhere. Alright, I'll take possession of it. Evidently this guy has shields. Same sound. Do I have a different gun? What am I running? They're Mark IIs. Alright, maybe he has it per design. I wish Adam was here to tell us, but he's not. Okay, so there's that. Hell, the Scorpius. Alright, what was the Scorpius? It's a beam weapon. Aha! That might be a new weapon type then. Do we have plasma cannons yet?
I don't know where they are.
Well,
let me see. No, give me a sec.
okay. I'll go build that then. Alright. And we will switch this out for Scorpius Mark I's. Probably the one to do that. Oh well. We'll use this guy. Alright. Am I doing the right one? I guess so. Spam. Alright, he'll be out in about 40 seconds. And let's see what else. Factories 2. Do you have the plasmas yet?
Plasma cannon's just finished.
Just finished. Okay, so I'll get a design on that one then. Let me do that. Alright. Alright, Vulkan Mark I. Are you out of your Vulkan mind? There you go. Okay. And I'll put that one on the Barbie. Alright. So evidently everything of the same name type has the same sound. Which I guess that makes sense after a certain point. That is the one I want. And see what this guy does. Ready, and... That's a very distinctive sound. Let's see what everybody thinks of it. Ready, steady, and go. So everybody, what does everybody think of it?
That's nice.
That's pretty cool.
Alright, I am going to hop out, and someone else want you possess it, and take for a little spin, and see if you like the laser sounds. I'm kind of curious what it sounds like when someone else is running it. Can you possess somebody else's ship? Maybe you can't. Maybe that security got put in?
Back there to go?
Go, hop into the ship. If you, oh, there you go, Paul. So you can
I'm in it.
possess it. Alright, well, take a pot shot at the ground. Let's see what it sounds like.
Alright, now let's see here.
See, that sounds like something, doesn't it? Yeah, you run,
That's nice.
you run out of capacitor stuff, but that's why you got the little stuttering at the end, because it's supposed to. But yeah.
I like the warm-up, that's really nice.
Yeah, that was the thing that's been lacking in the sound system, and that is part of the new sound system. Although it doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to yet, like everything else in the game. But definitely sounds like something now.
Nice, nice.
Alright, so part of this whole thing is to see what people like and don't like from... meaning, do you like the sounds, do you not like the sounds, that kind of thing. So now we have a new pulse weapon, and so it sounds like this. This is the plasma cannon.
Oh, I like that.
So you like, don't like, so what's the commentary?
Also has a biological sound to it, which I don't dislike. I'm just wondering if that fits with the weapon's implied technology.
It's supposed to be a plasma cannon versus a cannon.
I wouldn't call that biological.
It sounds squishy and ploppy.
Well, it's supposed to be an energy cannon versus a, like the other one, which was like a more traditional chemical throwing slugs kind of cannon, if you know what I mean. Just having fun making everybody light up from the shots as the shots go by them. I mean, that's something we're going to have to add, is something like muzzle flare and stuff like that for the cannons and such, which we don't have quite yet. And that's true even for the beam weapons, too. There was always, like I said, there's a lot of special effects we still want to add.
The light from the projectiles, I mean.
Yeah. So does anybody want to make a salvage trip? See what that sounds like?
I'm just researching all the stuff people might want.
Well, we should be able to make a, or I'll hop out of this. There we go.
I crashed. I don't know why.
Where were you?
It was in the research screen.
Did anybody else crash?
I'm still in.
Alright, well, save the log if you can, and then we'll go from there. I see you're redoing armor and such. Cargo base 2. I don't really need that quite yet. I'll put the cargo base 1 in, I guess. So what else do we need for hydrogen? Fuel cells. Aha, that's what we got to research. Now I crashed. I was in the research screen. I was clicking OK on the on the pop-up that popped up there, Matt, where it says supplemental analysis lab added to primary research. I click OK, and then 8 itself. So where 8 itself is in the research screen new. It's on line 1895. And it says RQ researching RQ max, but evidently RQ researching, so not check to see if it's null, and it is in this case. So, yeah. Alright. So you have that down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. That exit out. So the only thing I really want to do left would be bring in something with either repair and a salvage thing, and then we can cut it. Gotta figure out what all the saves are. So if the auto save 20. Okay. It's nice that the load save works for the most part. Well, I think a successful test of the new sounds. Does anybody have any constructive criticism, or they just go they like it and keep it?
One sec. I like it so far. Let's hope. I think that it was
Server up, by the way.
it kind of has to come through very loud. Like, it always comes through as though you're right next to it, and that definitely shouldn't, because it needs to be localized to where the ships are.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like if you during a fire, especially because I was in the nav screen the whole time. Like, nothing should sound like it's right next to me unless I'm zoomed in on it.
Well, where is your ship?
Middle of the city, I guess.
Which is where we're firing from. That's why it sounds like we're on top of you. If your ship was further away, you wouldn't hear it.
I don't think the audio of the nav screen should be based on where the ship that I set down and forgot about is.
Well, I'll disagree with you there, because you should be able to hear if your ship is getting shot at or someone's around you, because it's not. If you're dispossessed, that's one thing, but yeah, you actually should be able to hear what is happening in the same screen based on what's happening to your ship that you're still in.
And all audio based on is very different.
Well, that's a separate discussion then.
Matt, I sent you the logs in the chat.
Yes, I see.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so yes, that's what we're going to do, is make a ship with salvage and repair systems. Matt, you can do that in the same guy, or that's not working yet?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Can you do a salvage and repair at the same time?
I don't know. I don't know what would happen.
Okay,
Have we tested that specifically?
that's what I'm asking you. And if the answer is I don't know, then we don't know. Alright. Alright, we want miscellaneous. Freighter design. I guess put in the cargo bay. Can we test? I don't know if that's really the mutable. Will we want the mutable one? Yeah, I don't know why a lot of the icons aren't showing up anymore on the design screen. So that's a thing. We'll have to look into that.
That might be a screen maker bug.
Okay.
But we can discuss that later. I'll make a note.
Okay. Oh, this is huge. How do I get rid of this? Alright, I'll get rid of the shield. We don't need shields. Okay, I really can't do anything with this thing. Is the cargo bay just that huge? Alright, I'll just do that then. Let me do one of these yet. Alright. So I'm making a ship that'll be out very quickly. And I'm going to make a different ship that is going to have a repair beam in it. Yeah, I thought that was the whole thing, that we couldn't do repair without something in it anyway.
That is correct.
Let's see here. Salvage beam we did, we'll do the repair beam now. Let's try to make a salvage beam, see what happens. Problem is, this thing's absolutely huge. Alright, we'll have to slow it down so that maybe we can get this thing. Alright. We'll make it some a little more lumbering here. It's too big. Oh, for frickin'. Do you have better armor? I guess not. Alright. Tell you what, we're gonna do something a little more simplistic. Which I know is smaller. Yep. Okay. I don't see the ship I just made. I call it the Flapper 2 and I don't see it in the listings. I'll save it again. Alright. There it is. Alright. Alright. Sure, I'll just go to the other screen and be done with it. Okay. I don't know if that's the one or not. We'll find out. Probably. So, I'm gonna need to go poke somebody, I think. Okay, who's this guy over here? It's one of my older ships. It's time to go eat it. Well, it's definitely got the salvage thing going on, but it's not actually doing anything, meaning this. I'm not getting up. Alright. Something wrong with the positioning. I'm not hearing any of the new sounds. Okay. I'm just getting other stuff. Alright, well, I'll have to look into that. Well, I won't bore everybody with all the other stuff that's sort of around. See if I can find the brand new one that I just made. It's supposed to be a repair. I think that's it. Yeah, it's not making any sound. It's showing, but it's not making any sound. I thought these had different colors. Surprised it's still,
If the sound's not quite working, we should probably wrap it up then.
Yep. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming. Hopefully we'll have better sounds and new stuff next time. Hopefully we won't be on the North Pole of Mars either next time. And a whole bunch of new things. And maybe we'll actually can show kind of more of a Let's Play. We'll see what actually happens. Alright. Well, thank you all for coming. And I guess I'll see you next time. 2 weeks. Bye, everyone. I should actually probably exit the game, shouldn't I?